whispering is you use your voice without making your vocal cords move. And you do it especially if you don't want to be overheard. It's exactly how we communicate at home all the time, right?
Yeah, right.
Shh. We're whispering today. Use your whisper voice. Because whispering is the best way to communicate.
I don't really think so.
Do you agree? It's a good way, right?
I don't think they can really hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? Because if I'm going to tell a story, I really kind of want them to hear me. But whispering is that you can hear or you can't hear? Eh? I think they're asleep, actually. I don't think they can hear anything. Well, if you can't hear, I guess, but whispering is so good. I mean, you know how on The Dog Whisperer, I love that show. The Dog Whisperer, he doesn't yell at his dogs. He does this sound. And it works because we have this crazy puppy at home, right? And we go, Naya, Naya, Naya! She doesn't listen. But when we go, she goes, right, huh?
Yeah.
So that proves whispering is the best.
Yeah, but what about like at fireworks?
Oh, I can't whisper at fireworks. Yeah, but what about in a baby nursery? You want to be really quiet there. That's the best way.
What about family fun night? You can't whisper there.
Oh, no one would pay attention to me at all if I whispered there. I have to yell, Rob! Then he pays attention. Maybe you have a point. But what about in a library? They'll really get mad at you if you don't whisper in a library.
Yeah, but what about like at a football game?
Oh, you could do this. Yay! Oh, guess it wouldn't work so well. Well, I don't know. Now I'm confused. I came out here thinking whispering was the very best way to communicate. So what do you think is the best way to communicate? Which is the best, loud or soft?
I guess it really depends.
On what? Like maybe the situation?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's kind of how it was in the Bible too. Whenever God spoke to people, like sometimes he came to Mary and he came to her in just a quiet way and said, you're going to have a son. And only Mary could hear. There are other times he spoke in loud ways. Can you think of times like that?
Yeah, what about like when he brought fire down from heaven?
Oh, that was a loud voice. So maybe sometimes God speaks loud and sometimes just soft. Like when you just know the right thing to do, like because your tummy just tells you that it's maybe not the right thing. Or maybe you just feel it in your heart. You just know that's the right thing to do. So soft times are good, but other times you need a friend to tell you, or maybe you hear it in a sermon, or you hear it in a big loud way, or maybe there's a big detour sign on the road you wanted to take, and you have to turn the other way. So maybe God knows that, right? And he talks to us sometimes in big voices and in loud voices. So I'm thinking you have a tougher job now. You don't even have to figure out what the best way is to communicate. You have to figure out how to listen. Because this week, God may be speaking to you in a loud, loud way, or maybe just in a still, small voice. But one thing's for sure, he's always there. He always knows what you need to hear, and he always says it in the very best way.